Diallo, goalkeeper Tommy Lingner from Fort Salonga, New York, 4-1, number 1 in the conference, number 7 in the NCAA, 7.99 goals against. The face-off matchup will be key today. Alex Poma for UMBC, Tommy Burke for Vermont. Burke, one of the top 6 in the country, 67%, but Poma wins it at the dot to start it off. UMBC attacking the goal to our far right in the white uniforms. Vermont coming back from a 5-goal deficit late in the fourth quarter and tying UMBC in regulation at 11, winning it in overtime 12-11, and then UMBC returning the favor in the America East Conference Championship. And Vermont is denied an opportunity right there, and here's the clear now from UMBC. But again, UMBC winning the America East Conference Championship 14-13 over Vermont in a spectacular fashion. Trevor Pachorki with the game winner with 66 seconds to play, lifting UMBC to the America East Conference title and a berth in the NCAA tournament. Here come the Retrievers now. Clearing it past midfield was for UMBC was Kyle Hoff, and now the Retrievers in the Vermont end with 50 to shoot. Shot score for UMBC from the perimeter. This one coming courtesy of Brian Chris Fifes in his 5th year, was formerly the defensive coordinator and face-off coach at UNC, and has brought a lot of his coaching skills and talents, obviously, here to Vermont. Vermont was an America East Championship final participant against UMBC in 19. They were 3-1 last year. They're 4-2 this year. Strong core. No less than 16 players have scored for Vermont. 5 have 10 goals or more. Very balanced scoring team. And Fifes feels that his defense and goaltending don't get enough credit because the offense has really taken center stage. Here's a caused turnover. Corey Gaines for UMBC. And the Retrievers, playing very well defensively early on, have really denied Vermont. They only had one shot. And the Retrievers will hit on number 2. This time, again, Vermont comes in. They're 4-0 in the conference. Retrievers are right behind at 3-1. Top 4 make it. This is a huge game in the conference here today. Vermont now behind the goal. And right out in front, nobody stayed with their man. Shot and a goal. 44, Thomas to a minute here. And it'll test the UMBC defense against one of the top units in the country. Speaking of that, by the way, UVM's got one of the top man-down units in the country, holding teams, opposing teams, just a 25% success rate on their man-up. Here's Klosterman now. Set it up around the perimeter. Chasing for UMBC, Ethan Robinson out there, the freshman from McDonough. Now inside the crease, and they are just outside the crease, I should say, and they score to the keeper's right. Hoff, UMBC. One shot for Vermont and done. Here come the Retrievers now the other way. Here's a chance for Steven Zakelli, making an appearance, the senior attackman from Severna Park. See the Retrievers send out there. Dowdy's got it. Brian Tregoning out there as well. Frawley. Dupuis. Here's Dowdy behind the goal. 35 to shoot. Comes around the crease. Frawley. Now they'll work it back up top. Dupuis around the crease, puts it high, and puts it in. Nick Dupuis real quick around the... This is Kelly. And behind the goal is Dowdy. Ryan Moran doing a good job this year. He's got a lot of talent of mixing and matching. Here's a shot wide of the mark by Bauscha. 29 to shoot. And retrieving it for UMBC, no pun intended, Bauscha. Around the perimeter, Steven Zakelli. Zakelli picked up by Riechman. Kelly trying to come around the crease. Winding up for a shot. Score from downtown. It's Tregoning with number Derrickson. Up to 30 seconds. It'll be a man-up opportunity for UMBC. They're 0 for 1 today. Again, the man-down defense for Vermont, one of the tops in the country, 75% success rate for the Cats. Firing, score! Galloway! High into the keeper's right. UVM comes out of the pack. Manning will find Reishman. UMBC gets back on D onto the stick of McCormick for Vermont. And now UVM will slow it down with 7:25 left in the half. A lot of action here, second quarter at UMBC, but the scoreboard is all Retrievers. 5-2 at the moment, but as you know, that can change very quickly. Now behind the goal. This is Fennick. Up top, winding, score! Vermont! Levin Das, good catch. Another successful clear for UMBC. Kelly on the receiving end. Now the Retrievers will set it up. Retrievers go with Tregoning, Kelly, and Doughty. Midfield, Dupuis, Bauscha, and Frawley the attack. Here's Bauscha. Goal line extended with 40 to shoot. Frawley got the long stick on him. That's Manning. Now Dupuis picked up by Decker. He's got a shorty on him. Dupuis bangs it home. He had the shorty on him today. 9 of 11 for Burke. But despite that, Retrievers, Lingner's been tremendous in goal. 5 saves, 2 of the spectacular variety early in the second. Vermont now attacking behind the net. Klosterman on the doorstep and into the back of the net. Wide open was Limoges from Klosterman, and then one if after that. See if the Retrievers try to attack quickly here or not. They'll wait. Galloway will wind and score from downtown. Another man-up goal for Brandon Galloway. For UMBC gives them first place statistically in the conference. Yeah, but the schedule is tough down the stretch. This season far from over for anybody. After today, UMBC's got a big game next Friday night, or I should say next Sunday afternoon at Albany. Then Mass Lowell comes to town. Then at Stony Brook, at NJIT to close it out. 35 to shoot here for the Cats. Behind the goal, it's Klosterman coming around the crease. Defended nicely there by UMBC. Says pretty shot on a goal line extended for Vermont. And Kelly. They bring on Tregoning. Here's Tregoning, got a short stick on him. Sets up a screen for Kelly with the left. That one is wide of the mark with 25 on the shot clock. 4:01 on the game clock. Tregoning with a couple of goals here today. Keith Dukes with a goal. Dupuis pulls the trigger. No, doesn't pull the trigger. Wanted to. Tregoning scores with the left. A hat trick for Tregoning. For the sophomore from Silver Spring, Maryland. And what an impact he's had against UVM today. Brian Tregoning, every time Vermont has scored in the second and third quarters to pull within 2, the Retrievers have answered. Here they come again, and it's blocked out in front. Ball is loose, picked up by UMBC. Yes, they have it. Brendan Kennedy. Correction, it's 19. That's Ricky Fedorchak with it. And the Retrievers with a 4-goal lead as they move it up the field quickly and score in transition. Retrievers maintain possession. And they're going to give Cornell a save on that last one. This one wide of the mark, backed up by Dupuis. Dupuis picked up by Manning. Now UMBC spreading it out. Here's Galloway. Frawley. Bohannon scores! Low. Retrievers have scored 3 goals in a row. And Vermont going on about 15 minutes now without a score. Vermont averaging 15 goals per game, better than 15 coming in. Been held to 5. This one wide of the mark. Shot taken by Limoges. Ground ball picked up by the Cats. Here's McCormick. McCormick has been held in check at 17 goals coming in. 2 huge games this season. 6 against UMass Lowell, 5 against Hartford. Has yet to hit the scoreboard today. McCormick, and just as I'm saying it, McCormick scores for Vermont. Ball is loose. Picked up by Diallo. Lobs one up ahead. Onto the stick of Kasner, but it can't complete it. And the ground ball is picked up by Vermont in the midfield. Vermont came in averaging 14 turnovers per game. They've already hit 17 in this game. The Retrievers have caused 7 of them. Quick pass inside, and a score on the doorstep. Thomas, time left. UMBC midfield. Bohannon, Galloway, and Hall. Here's Hall working on a short stick. Behind the goal now, Bauscha and Dupuis along with Frawley in the slot. Dupuis around the goal. Galloway down the right side. Galloway with a shot. Save Cornell. High. Quick clear. Here comes Vermont the other way looking to run. And they do it well. Manning. Score! I think it's Stone Jacob. Checking it in will be Jones for Vermont. They've got to go length of the field, and they got to do it quickly. And that ball goes past the end line off UMBC. 9 seconds off the clock. Now it's off Vermont. Barring a miracle, that should do it. Mason Edwards is crushed behind the goal by McConvey. 4 seconds left. Retrievers will do it again. Lingner will take it himself from behind goal, and he will fling it length of the field, and that will do it. UMBC has defeated the number 1 team in the conference, Vermont, with a defensive performance that'll go down in memory, holding Vermont to just